All right. Now comes the worst part, which is figuring out how to start this. And
Yeah.
let's be real, this is probably going to be how we're going to start it. Because we've never done this before.
Yeah, this is probably as clean as it's ever going to get, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that.
Hi,
So yeah,
friends, old and new. Mostly new.
yeah, probably new.
Probably new.
Except
Hi.
you, Shan. I know you're going to be watching this. You know who you are.
Yeah. I'm the Monolith.
And I'm Fintrovert.
And we're just a couple
The
of
Schlockbusters.
schlockheads.
Sorry, Schlockheads, not
Yeah.
Schlockbusters. I'm tired. Don't mind me. I'm dumb as fuck.
3
I don't
o'clock
even
in the
know who
morning.
we are.
Who are you?
I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't matter who we are.
What
It matters what we do.
is, yeah, we're going to be watching a whole bunch of stuff. Schlocky, campy, not campy or schlocky at all. Things
And stuff.
and stuff together. We have very different tastes in things, but also overlapping tastes. One of those things is a love for sci-fi, but we come from very different eras of sci-fi, of enjoyment.
Yeah. Because I am old.
And I'm less old. Still,
And
I'm getting there.
yeah, well, you'll get here. You'll know the pleasures of having a hip that aches constantly. Anyway,
Can't wait.
I have watched Babylon 5 multiple times. When it first aired in Finland, it was a thing that I tuned in for every week. I had to see every new episode when they came out. So I was there at the beginning. I've rewatched the show multiple times afterwards. I consider it to be probably my favorite science fiction series of all time. However, Mono, you've not seen it. Except for this one, which I forced you to watch previously. But that's irrelevant right now.
I'm a big
You've
fan
seen nothing
of
else.
the big fan of the Mass Effect game series. Is one of my favorite game series of all time. And every time I've played it and talked about it, Finn's been sitting off to the side with a smug little look on his face, going, "Mm-hmm, I've already seen it 20 years ago."
Yes. Yeah, it's basically this face.
Yep, that's the one. That's the face.
Yeah.
So after years of pushing and bullying, I watched the pilot episode of Babylon 5 and went, oh, shit, he's right. This is good. And it's just Mass Effect. But I could not commit the time or energy or, finding the space to watch. It's intimidating. It's a big show. So
Yeah, it is.
yeah, and I was like, I'm going to get there. And then we thought, hey, we like watching silly, bad, old movies. We should watch those sometimes. What if we also just watched Babylon 5?
Yeah, I may have just maybe once or twice suggested that maybe we should watch Babylon 5 if we were going to do this.
Gently suggested.
Just maybe once. Yeah, just a little bit. It's not that I consider that the current year is, depending on your point of view, either the best or the worst time to watch this show. I consider
What are you
it
saying?
to be the
This
best.
show is going to have political meaning behind its episodes?
Why would you think that there's any kind of politics in a science fiction show? Come on.
Never been done
That's
before.
silly. Yeah, exactly. It's not like there's any kind of things like that. No, not at all. Never, ever.
So this is going to be great because if you're like me and you've never seen Babylon 5, this will be your primer. This will be, you get to see it through my eyes. We get to watch it together for the first time, engage with it. If you have seen the show or maybe just wanted to refresh and you're sitting more in Finn's perspective where you're a fan, you get a fresh perspective as well. You get to see both sides of the coin, fans old and new of the show, which I think is going to be pretty interesting. And if you're not that big on Babylon 5, maybe this doesn't interest you at all. We've got other things planned as well. We're not just doing this. We're going to watch some movies. We're going to watch some other shows. But this was our perfect kickoff point.
Yeah, because I have a lot of films that I have in my pipeline that I've wanted to watch, but I've never gotten to them. Movies like Howling 2.
Oh, man. I'm excited.
Of which I only know two things, actually. I know that it has Reb Brown, and I know that it has Sybil Danning's tits. Those are the two things.
What else do you need, man?
Those are the two things that I know about Howling 2.
What else
You need nothing more. Those two things are the only things you need to know that you have to watch a movie.
What are we watching Babylon 5 for?
We'll get to Howling 2 eventually.
Yeah. I would also.
But there's a lot of stuff we're going to watch.
Absolutely. I think a Neil Breen watch-a-thon is on the cards. We're both fans.
Absolutely. Neil Breen's fucking amazing. And when his new film comes out, I'm going to be there. If it's going to come in, I wish it would come to theaters in Finland because I would be there. I don't fucking care what time it is, when it is, where it is. I'm going to get there. I'm going to fucking watch it. Unfortunately, I doubt that's going to happen, but you never know. A man can hope.
We can dream. I'd fly to Finland to watch it with you there. That'd be great. Whatever the cost, man.
It would be fucking amazing.
Neil, we're calling out to you, man. Make it happen.
As of Babylon 5, there are some things that I would like to preface before we're going to start.
Mm-hmm.
First things first, for those who are watching and know Babylon 5 and know now that I have seen it and I love it, don't worry, just like most of the community, I do not want to spoil things for my wonderful friend who is also watching this, because that is part of the point. Just letting him experience this for the first time, so I'm trying my best to not spoil. I may tease a bit, but, the point is, I don't want to tell things that haven't happened in the show. I don't want to explain things that, this is going to have bigger meaning or something. But what I do want to say is that this pilot episode, I think, came out in February of 1993.
I wasn't even born yet.
Back then, even though now you're probably used to shows having overarching plot lines that take multiple years to develop, that wasn't really a thing back then. So that was one of the problems in getting Babylon 5 off the ground. Because the creator of the show, whom we will affectionately call JMS from now on,
JMS?
He had the entire 5-year plan made.
Before the show started?
He had an idea of... Yes, before the show started, he had a Babylon 5 Bible, basically, about the outline of the events that would happen during a 5-year arc of the show. That also means that he wrote most of the episodes himself. Here's the preface that I want to say before we start. That also means that from the very beginning, there will be breadcrumbs of things. Some of those lead somewhere, some of those don't lead anywhere. But one of the joys of watching Babylon 5 for the first time was looking for those breadcrumbs and trying to figure out where the story was going to go and what was going to happen, because you knew that there was a plan. And that's what I want you to know, that that was kind of the original experience, and that is also how it is a good idea to try and get into the mindset of trying to pay attention to those little details, because you never know where those might lead. Or they might not lead anywhere. Who knows?
I hate that thought. Going to go down a rabbit hole of trying to figure something out, and it will turn out to be absolutely nothing. Exciting. I imagine we'll be not playing in this video or videos the full episode as is, but more as we interject and talk about it. So, in that case, if you would like to watch along with us, comment your thoughts, leave a note as to what you thought of the episodes that we watched, and just re-engage, or for the first time engage with Babylon 5, please join us. It's going to be fun and exciting and long.
Yeah, and of that, on YouTube, this is obviously going to be an edited version specifically because YouTube is a bit what it is, and YouTube also doesn't really like those long, just look at stuff things. We don't yet have plans of what a lot of people tend to do, that they post the full reaction on Patreon or something.
Oh, yeah.
Where people can then watch along with the whole thing. We haven't talked about that kind of stuff yet. It's not been on the cards because the first thing first is that we want to just watch good stuff, enjoy those things together, and also,
just hang out.
because we are both because we are both content creators. Because Mono here is a full-time Twitch streamer, and I make video essays on YouTube and also occasionally stream on Twitch. So we both kind of have this thing where if we want to force ourselves to do something, the best way to do that is to kind of make it into this process that we are familiar with, which is getting in front of a camera and talking shit.
That's so weird, man. That's so weird that we have to do that.
I know, it is fucking weird, because technically we could just do this without cameras.
We could. We absolutely could.
I know, but but we're both in this fucking world, and we know that if we press record, it's going to be much easier for us to think, oh yeah, we should do that. Then it's just, let's just watch that. There's just something content-brained about us.
Yeah,
because we've been here for so fucking long.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We've rewired in the worst way.
Yeah, but if that is what it takes to get you to watch Babylon 5, I'm more than willing to do that.
And here we are.
Maybe one day we'll get, a place where we're going to post full-length reactions. It's probably not going to be on YouTube because YouTube is YouTube. But, we'll see. Right now, all I want to do is watch some Babylon 5.
If it has holes, I'm gonna try. 200 years from now, he said?
It was a port of call.
Yeah, pretty much.
For refugees, smugglers. But we accepted the risk because Babylon 5 was given for...
Looks great.
Oh my god, a woman in a position of power. You couldn't do that this year.
Love the costume design. Like, a lot of it is just like modern clothes with a little bit extra, but there's some really cool stuff in there.
Yeah, a lot of no collars.
Commander Sinclair, Leader Alexander.
A pleasure. Welcome to Babylon 5. It's about time Earth Central sent us a telepath. Can I see your...
Telepath.
Your identicard?
Yeah, and fun fact, by the way, about the actress. She was Laura Dern's stunt double in Jurassic Park.
Everything seems to be in order?
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I like they've sci-fied a ponytail just by making the headband longer.
Okay, we do this quiet by the numbers.
It's like a handle.
The rules are simple.
No unauthorized mind scans, and you'll keep a log of all business dealings you're hired to monitor. You're cleared
I knew you were going to say that.
Casino, but gambling is strictly off.
And that. Telepath.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Let's speak to you for a moment.
90s and a trench coat.
Gambling's never interested me.
That's never going wrong.
What's he holding?
Outside staff.
I assume it's a weapon of some kind. But...
Yeah, and it's one of the things that eventually got changed for the main series. Because the weapon kind of looks like a clitoral stimulator more than a weapon.
That's what I was going to say. I'll vibrate you. Put it down.
You made a mistake, but no one's been hurt yet. Let her go, and I'll guarantee you safe passage off the station. Oh, and two things. One, no weapons or dust allowed on Babylon 5. Two, we've logged your ship's ID. If you ever come within 50 clicks of this station again, we'll blow you out of the sky.
I like that. He talked him down. He's letting him go. Kept his word.
Come on, I'll show you to your quarters.
But there's that sternness to him. Like, yeah, I'm letting you go, but I'll fucking kill you if you try that shit again.
Exactly.
I'm into it.
You know, that is already kind of building the kind of character that he is.
Yeah.
You know, in a pretty effective way. You kind of know what kind of a person he is just from that interaction.
Lieutenant Commander Takashima, the Norn regime is dedicated to peace.
So, in that case, being the peace-loving Narns we've all come to know and love, except for a few planets out on the fringe who say you've invaded them, they shouldn't mind being scanned now, should they?
In sector
Yeah,
here.
this is a great moment to tell about one of the changes made between the versions. In the television edit, Takashima was pretty much shafted by the studio execs.
Right.
Because classic 90s sexism.
Yeah,
basically.
I was going to say.
She sounds a little bit too assertive. Could you maybe redub her to be a little less, you know? So she had a completely different voiceover in the original TV edit that absolutely nobody involved in the production liked.
I'll have to go chase that down.
This one has the original audio that was recorded, in which she is the kind of character that she's supposed to be.
I like it.
I've heard that all 4 alien governments have ambassadors here.
Almost.
It's just the Citadel.
Fourth arrives in 2 days.
Pretty
They work
much,
as
yeah.
an advisory council like the UN on Earth
damn.
before it was dissolved.
One last thing, Commander. Why is it called Babylon 5?
Babylon's 1, 2, and 3 were sabotaged and destroyed. Number 4 vanished without a trace 24 hours after becoming operational.
Oh, good.
To this day, no one knows what happened to it.
Swell.
Yeah, fantastic. Maybe change the name scheme at this point, you know? Call it something else. Babylon is clearly not working out.
Earth Central sent me everything they have on the Vorlons, and it's not much.
Vorlons.
The diplomatic office sent me just enough data for the environmental control and no more. Biomaintenance, he is still adjusting the atmosphere for his living quarters.
What about their psychology, custom, social order?
Nothing.
How far they go on the first date?
I mean, he's a sci-fi captain, you know.
Yeah, well, if it has holes, I'm gonna try.
And yeah, at this time, by the way, you know, most sci-fi shows still used models instead of CG.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, miniatures and stuff, right?
Yeah, so in that sense, Babylon 5 was also
On my way.
a trailblazer. Though it was partially out of necessity because...
That's just the Citadel from Mass Effect, man. This is killing me.
because compared to most sci-fi shows, Babylon 5 had a fucking shoestring budget.
And it looks great.
Also, by the way, fun fact about the Minbari in the pilot, which is
I've
these
seen you here before.
people.
Almost every other day.
They're this kind of an intellectual
my asking,
monogender
what-
species.
Mm-hmm.
Each moving in its own order.
Just,
Predictable.
You know, with this
Unchanging.
funny, strange-looking kind of back of the head, you know, with a...
Everything around it is
It's gonna kill me, man.
In 2 days, Ambassador Kosh.
So no one's met a Vorlon.
I look forward to meeting a Vorlon.
Hmm.
I've heard much about them that is strange.
Nope, they're very
Such
secretive, as has been now
Do you not have
established.
files on the Vorlons?
Absolutely. Very large files. There's nothing in them, of course. How much do you have?
More than you.
They
it
got
seems.
nothing.
Naturally. It's all classified.
Oh, I would tell you if I was allowed.
Naturally.
Oh, shit, never mind.
Here is a copy of everything I had.
You know, I like those little ways in
Hmm.
which the show gives little lore dumps,
Yeah. There was a war 10 years ago between us.
giving a little bit of an information about what has happened to previous Babylon stations, why this is 5.
Little injections of lore, but natural enough.
Yeah, exactly.
About time.
Sorry,
I was delayed.
Toodles! They've set up so much already. The ambassador's coming from the mysterious race no one knows anything about. There's been a moider. What happened to the other 4 Babylons? They've I'm hooked already, you know?
Actually, I was thinking about something a little more intimate. On my way, I picked up some Carnellian bed sheets. They're supposed to be completely frictionless. Scene 1 and 40.
That's a part that's always kind of bothered me.
Frictionless bed sheets?
Yeah, as a person who has had sex.
What's that like?
Frictionless bed seats seem like a very bad idea.
Ambassador about to arrive.
Just 10 on the 0G and float around for a while.
I have told our captain to submit to your weapon.
Are you feeling all right, Ambassador?
The makeup is unreal.
See you at the reception then. Good eating to you, Lieutenant.
Like, yeah, he's just humanoid with extra, but like it just looks great.
Yeah, and have you noticed how many background aliens there are that have absolutely no purpose in the story?
No. But who's that? Looks like Alf back there or something.
Yeah, because there are quite a few. Even when people were coming in through the customs, there were like different kinds of aliens, you know, with lizard heads and what the fuck not.
Now I'm specifically going to be looking for that.
That's it. And it's too bad. I'd almost finished working out my new system. Just a few more credits.
I love credits as always the stand-in for any kind of money.
Get up all day.
Oh, no. No, you don't. Not again.
I mean, you don't have to come up with a weird name for anything. Just credits.
Lurking inside that storm.
Several times.
We came out of the sky, a veritable cloud of starships. And then we fell on them. I was in
Mondo! No! N-O! Look,
What?
I have things to do.
Glory days, man.
Now, be a good...
Isn't he the guy that got shot?
What? No.
Varna. Varna.
Dead Varna. I'm really appreciating that you can see, I mean, it's clearly pointed, but that there's still... Earth culture is still as varied as it always has been.
Figures once he has the contract, you can take a flight.
There's still, you know,
That's what I meant to say.
racial groups, religious groups, all still existing as they would now, but just in space together.
Yeah, and including the capitalist groups are still also the same, just in space.
Yeah. Gotta have capitalists.
I'm gonna find the guy that thought up the idea of running telepaths to businessmen, and I'm gonna kill him.
Funny, I just knew you were going to say that.
Fuck off.
We have no telepaths among my people. A genetic oversight, I suppose. One which you could help correct.
Excuse me?
I am empowered to compensate you quite handsomely for your genetic background. The process would be either a direct mating, you and I, or a donation of vital cells from which we could clone a replicant.
Fire a drink first.
Would you prefer to be conscious or unconscious during the mating?
What the fuck?
Confirmed, Ambassador.
Nice to meet you. You want to be awake?
On my mark. Mark.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, it's almost like we're building characters.
Yeah.
Some more likable than others.
Yeah. Jesus.
But yeah, from that outside shot, the station generates its gravity by spinning.
No shit. Keeping like centrifugal force almost.
Yeah, that's why when they were in the tram that went through the center of the station, they were strapped in because in the center there's no gravity. Like, it's not just space magic, but, there's an actual, this is how it works kind of thing. It might not be exactly scientifically accurate, but it is a reasonable explanation.
Yeah. This design is fucking awesome, man. I'm not sure about if it's the quality. I can't tell. Are these little tendrils and eye movie, is that CG or is that part of the costume?
It's a part of the costume.
That's phenomenal. I mean, he's probably just in there going, wee,
right
wee,
here.
wee.
The others are in the
Probably.
But it looks great.
Station alert.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, yeah.
Be careful, Michael. That's an environment suit. He can't take our atmosphere. Open it here and the air will kill him.
That is so alien in design. Like, it's so not human, which I know seems obvious, but it's not just a humanoid thing. Like, what the fuck is any of that, you know? I like it. Saying that a lot, but I like it.
They insist that the ambassador's encounter suit cannot be removed for security reasons.
Ah.
But that's insane.
We haven't come this far to watch it all fall apart.
Jeff, I'm warning you. They're deadly serious about security.
Then we'll give them security. Ben, as a doctor, you're bound by a vow of confidentiality, and that's good enough for me. As for the rest, kill the monitors. Stop all data recording. I don't want any record.
Thanks,
of
be
what
worried
goes
for
on.
his safety.
Jeff, I take full responsibility. Just do what you have to, Ben.
I mean, why would a kind of gung-ho captain who throws himself into danger from the very beginning be in any kind of danger? I don't see your logic here. Like, that's... Like, what, we're going to ignore the commands of a very mysterious and apparently powerful empire? Like,
And he said that according to...
Press here for government secrets.
Hey, look, here's the case from Pulp Fiction.
He could die.
I'm glad they illuminate the inside of the suit for him. That's nice. It would get dark.
Yeah, it would. Just imagine being in an enclosed space for so long without any light.
No one's talking about. You know, I was opposed to you bringing him on in the first place. He's been bounced from one station to another for years. I don't know if he's up to an investigation on this scale.
I have every confidence in Mr. Garibaldi, Senator.
I hope you're right.
Too late. Maybe
I'm curious, just to in on my thought process, why anyone would want to harm the mysterious race that no one's even seen before. Like, they're not bothering anyone because no one even talks to them.
Gonna get hot down the road.
What reason would you have to go after him?
Yeah, who knows?
He said knowingly.
This isn't a good time.
I know. Let me make it better.
I'd love to, but Alien just died on my watch. Kind of not in the mood. Never mind. You know what?
I just finished my test on the ambassador. It took longer than I expected.
I get
Even
that a
for
lot.
An alien, this one is pretty alien. But from the results, Jeff, it looks like poison.
Now, no one enters or leaves Babylon.
Interesting
5.
that Babylon 5 is a cultural hub for all of these races, and yet Earth has control.
I mean, I don't know how much I want to say, but there's one thing that has been, while it hasn't been spelled out, it has been pretty well kind of hinted at, just by the people in charge, that the Babylon stations were built by humans.
True,
Which is
yes.
why
That
it must never be allowed to
seems
happen.
to be the implication.
As former slaves of that government, you would seize any opportunity to raise a force against them.
We were never slaves. Our world was invaded. Our people.
The word was ill chosen.
I should have known better than to waste my time. You're even worse than the Centauri. They're beyond the dream of conquest. But you had the Earth's alliance on its knees. One more stroke and you would have defeated them.
Almost like they didn't want to, man.
Surrendered.
What can she do with the pink ring?
Rabbitus.
I mean,
Fine.
that's not for YouTube.
Interesting. So he was opposed to the idea of them being slaves. He said also that they were the youngest of these races.
I suppose there'll be a war now. All that running around and shooting at one another. You would have thought sooner or later it would go out of fashion.
Yeah, 200 years in the future, we're still at war. What the fuck?
I don't think I like the tone of your question, Mr.
Also,
Garibaldi.
Planet of the Apes in the background.
I
Fantastic.
suggest you remove your hand.
I thought you were out of money.
Yes. A man named Del Varner offered
Dead
to
Vanna.
cover my pecs. The new telepath, Lita Alexander. I saw her talking to Vanna shortly after you left. Do you know why I am here? I'm here to grovel before your wonderful Earth Alliance in the hopes of attaching ourselves to your destiny. There was a time when this whole quadrant belonged to us. What are we now? 12 worlds and 1,000 monuments to past glories. Living off memories, stories.
The warrior race no longer warriors.
See the great Centauri Republic. Open 9 to 5. Earth time.
Heavy, man. What a great scene.
It's both wonderful character development and also
Nice shot.
more world building.
Yeah.
Shot.
There's also that little hint of like, I would take us back to that if I could.
Yeah, you'll
Very
learn so
interesting.
much about Londo there and about the Centauri Republic. It's
Yeah, that was a phenomenal scene.
You know, this was relatively
operational last year.
progressive for the 90s.
Talked one of the hydroponics guys into
What's that?
setting aside a couple of planners for
I mean, you have a Japanese commander
So, I get enough for a couple of pots?
and
Every
an
few
African American as the head doctor.
Against regs. I
True,
know.
I forget.
The garden is
I
to be
forget
used
the
strictly
90s was
for
a different
grains,
time.
fruits, and vegetables.
90s
And if you
was
report me, you can't have any.
Didn't see it there.
the 90s.
Lita, if the ambassador dies, the Vorlons will retaliate. The station
Yeah,
is
that
the
would
first
go
logical
well.
target. Thousands would die. And after us, who knows how many more. Is that what you want?
Oh, of course not.
It has to be your choice.
A choice we really, really, really want you to make.
No pressure, by the way. But, you know.
Yeah.
But if you don't do this, everyone's gonna die, and we're gonna kind of say that it's your fault. So you know,
Yeah.
I don't think
But no
you have
pressure.
any memory of it.
But you're not sure.
No.
When I get inside, it's subjective. I'll feel what he felt, but I'll see my body, not his. This could get rough.
I love all of these little tricks that they've done
I can't
from a
see him through these
filmmaking,
counters.
show-making thing.
Trust me.
Is they've only had to make the suit
better
move
this way.
for about 30 seconds.
Just do what you
The
can.
rest of the time, he's just been laying down. And now it's like, oh, I'll see it through my eyes, not his. So we don't have to worry about trying to make the suit move again.
yeah, that way they can also use that as a way to say that. Well, you still don't know what a Vorlon looks like because
Yeah.
Suit must be shielded.
Is there any way to intensify contact?
Yeah, antenna. Move your arm around a little bit. Get a better
Yeah,
signal.
there is.
well, you're not too far off. Note how even the fact that she was wearing gloves now has a purpose, other than just
Yeah.
wardrobe.
That's not my chest.
Little bit higher.
Full on physiology, man. It's weird.
Ambassador Cox?
Why are you making that face again?
Those who know, know.
Welcome to Babylon 5.
Yeah, it's almost like they're making
Just
sure
longer
that we know
waist.
that being a telepath isn't particularly
Who's
nice
gonna-
necessarily.
Who
Yeah.
did it, Lita? Who poisoned the ambassador?
It's Captain Convenient Timing. The Dutch angle, man. Fucking hell. So good.
In the last hour, I've been in communication with the Vorlon government. Since you're, well, suspect, they've asked that the investigation be taken out of your hands for reasons of conflict of interest.
With all due respect, Senator, I object. This entire situation
I don't.
is...
That works. Works for me.
It's difficult.
So clearly he didn't do it. But why? Why are we seeing it this way? He wouldn't be like, yes, of course, keep investigating. I'm fine with this outcome if he wasn't, you know, Okay. Fuck your fucking maintenance bot then.
Oh no, it was Maintenance Bot 3, my favorite character.
What happened to 1 and 2? Destroyed and disappeared without a trace.
Del Varner. It's me, Eric. Remember?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, see, Eric was a piece of shit, you know. That's
Shapeshifter. We got a shapeshifter. A clothes-stealing shapeshifter.
That Commander Sinclair was not present, correct?
Oh, I
That is
see.
correct. He was delayed in the transport tube.
It was the
But
commander,
according to your own
shapeshifter
chief of
commander.
Security, the tube records do not reflect this. Why is that?
I have seen this episode before, and I don't remember what happened.
And that is exactly why I wanted us to watch this again before we're going to get into the main series.
Yeah.
Because it has been a while.
It was like over a year ago.
Yeah, and I thought that rewatching this with the specific thought that let's focus on this because stuff in the future, it's going to give us a little bit of a different thing than just, well, let's just watch shit on Discord.
Given that the information about the location of the poison proved accurate.
Okay. You're saying you don't believe what Lead Alexander saw in the ambassador's mind. Based on what?
I don't trust telepaths.
I mean, good enough. Yeah, that's a good enough
Who knows
reason.
what you really saw? It turns out Varner's got a criminal record going back 5 years. He's been indicted 3 times in the last year for tech running.
Really?
Take a look.
That is kind of a good point about telepaths, you know. You really got to trust them that they are going to be honest about what they say.
Yeah.
Smuggling forbidden technology.
Because how are you going to
from the
confirm
Vega
it?
system. Same again from the Proxima system.
Exactly.
Ambassador Molar, I would like to discuss your vote with you.
Me and my chin would like to have a word.
The Babylon 5 Advisory Council is hereby reconvened.
May I humbly suggest that we decline jurisdiction in this matter? This is more properly a matter for a true court of law.
Let the fall on sort him out. I fucking knew he was going to say that shit.
After all, the crime committed was
Fucking knew it, man.
The Earth Alliance votes no.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ambassador Delenn?
The Minbari Federation abstains.
Can you do that? Yes, you can.
The Centauri Republic votes yes.
Well, I can't say I was expecting that. So the dude's got 24 hours to live, 12 hours before he gets shipped off to execution. Tick-tock, Garibaldi, for fuck's sake.
I'd like to talk to you.
Urine. Recent.
Yeah, it just reminds me of the floor in my summer car.
And there is a counter agent to the poison.
Oh, good.
We have some?
No, but we got something close.
Huh.
I'm in the process of altering the molecular structure of the compound so that it'll serve the same function.
How long?
6, maybe 7 hours.
No pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it still gives a couple of hours to spare. So, you know, if it fails, you still have time to grab a shuttle and leave.
Yeah. Interesting. Different sectors have different doors. I don't know why that is interesting to me, but
Of course, I'm upset. Damn
different
it,
doors
Delenn, how
opening
can
in
you do
different
this to
ways.
him?
Cool.
I have done nothing. You've got that right.
Yeah, doing nothing is still often picking a side. Again, I wish there was a parallel to that in today's world.
I know.
I can
you know,
do nothing else.
like some kind of an election where people just abstained from voting and,
Commander Sinclair,
you know.
I'm here strictly.
Not in our world, though.
No, never.
Observe what?
Painful to use,
But efficient.
precisely.
Gill
There's been a
implants.
complication.
Doesn't even have him naturally. He's just got gills put in him.
it?
We lost contact with the maintenance block who said the truck was dropping oxygen.
Seems
sensor in
useful.
Blue 5 level B.
Cost?
Unknown.
Can't imagine that'll come
All
up
right,
later.
get a repair crew out there.
Chekhov's gills.
You see, Jakar came to me to discuss my vote, huh?
You just went along with somebody who'd love to put you and every other Centauri on a spit and roast the whole bunch of you?
I have
Do you
no
watch him?
choice. Back home, our position, status,
You know, the
all
spit
that we
roasting
have
also not for
is based
YouTube,
on
so, you know,
family history.
I'm gonna cut it.
Jakar offered me an exchange, my cooperation in return for evidence, showing that during our rule of the non-homeworld, certain atrocities were committed by my grandfather. I couldn't let that happen.
So he had this dump of
For what it's worth, Mr.
Londosteen
Garibaldi,
files
I'm
that
sorry.
wanted to be kept secret.
I didn't think my cooperation would do him any good.
Del Varner didn't kill
2
himself.
votes for shipping Sinclair off, 2 against. And I'm sorry. Truly sorry.
I believe that. Something about the honorable character, I don't know, like, he might not do the right thing, but you can see his reasoning for the things that he does. I can appreciate that.
Because he has these certain ideals and he sticks with them. With
a code.
Yeah.
Imagine a hitter in the head.
I wonder if there's an outtake where that happens.
Damn it, Carolyn.
He's not a violent man. Let me go speak to
If I
him.
get in trouble, I'll stay and fight it out. But here, the Minbari had broken through, closing in. Every ship we had left was ordered to circle Earth. We had to stop them. We never had a chance. The sky was full of stars, and every star an exploding ship. One of ours. And I figured if I was going to die, I'd take some of them with me.
Again, the storytelling is just very well done.
My afterburners, I was going to ramp them ahead up. He told me the war was over. The Minbari had surrendered.
Because of the line.
No. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We were beaten. We didn't stop them, they stopped themselves. And I wish to hell I knew why.
Second time they've
When we got
threaded
back
that
to
one.
Earth, everybody treated us like heroes. Now,
Survivor's guilt. Hell of a
I
thing.
can't let that happen again.
Is that what this is about, Jeff?
I really do appreciate how this character development and lore expansion happening, you know,
Responsibility.
To lead.
pretty organically in
Your team chose
small
to go on the
bits.
line.
Yeah.
We chose to come here.
Like a couple of times just offhandedly mentioning, yeah, 10 years ago there was a war with the Minbari and Earth, and then a little bit later you get this kind of there was this big battle after which it was just over, and
Yeah. Sometimes, like, this early world building can feel, as you know, 10 years ago, you know, like it can
yeah,
feel
exactly.
forced.
It can be forced exposition sometimes, but
Dr. Kyle.
this is the thing, they wanna tell it organically, which also means you're not getting the full picture.
Yeah.
You're getting little by little more information about things.
Yeah.
And that's also a thing that makes you think that, okay, maybe I want to know a little bit more. So when am I going to hear
Yeah.
more?
Breadcrumbs.
No?
Ah.
What are you doing? Stop! You'll kill me! Oh.
What you got there? Oh, laser. That's great.
Lita, are you okay?
I almost killed myself.
Meaning someone on the station's providing support.
Yeah.
I wonder who that
One
could
other
be.
thing. Maintenance found another
No
body.
idea.
Dick Chin McGee, maybe?
Stuffed into an access panel in the transport tube. Environment tech.
Yeah, this fish
We were finally able to
on a
crack Barnes'
spacecraft
access code.
that nobody's
He
feeding.
was a tech runner
After a
on
couple of
transporting
missions, they're
forbidden
dead.
Technology across systems. His last job took him to the Intari sector
Oh,
for a
man.
changeling net.
The ultimate in camouflage. It sets up a holographic field that can be adjusted to project a false image.
And that's what Kosh saw in the docking bay.
Got it. All right. Filter out all known energy sources, life support, utilities, defense grid, any energy that we're putting out.
On it.
Tap and safe for ambient heat energy from the solar collectors.
Coming up. Here it is. Got it.
Where is it?
Red 12.
Again, the
Good old
thought put
library.
into
Come on.
how this would
Level
work.
7A.
All right. Seal off the area.
I mean, that's very specific, and I don't know how they got it to work that way, but the logic is sound.
The way things are going, you may need a witness.
Thanks. Let's go.
Doc,
Good thinking.
Must be the transport ship. Damn!
Oh, shit.
That's not a transport.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I'm sure you could
I think the
transport
commander's
someone on
right,
that,
it's you.
you know?
Yeah. Flat gun.
Yeah, that was an interesting design choice.
I like it. You can shoot under doors and stuff, you know? It's real. So which is the correct way to hold it? Vertical or horizontal line? Who's holding it right?
I mean, it depends. Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it, you know, stereotypical gangster style, or it's just accommodating to all styles?
Mike! Mike!
Lucky he was wearing his laser-proof vest. You know?
They've got acid blood. I mean, sorry.
Catch up! Go!
Trying the Han Solo technique of run and yell.
Yeah, just Commander once again running alone into danger because why not?
Yeah! That is a freaky looking ship, man. They've done well making it intimidating.
Saying unless we
Spider-esque.
Commander in 5 minutes, they'll open fire on the station.
Yeah, the ships in Babylon 5 are friggin' cool, in my opinion.
Get that recorder.
Laser sight's a nice touch.
I mean, it's the 90s. You gotta have lasers and smoke.
It's how you know. It's how you know that it's cool.
Exactly.
I kind of figured one of the two left behind was going to be Shapeshifty Man, but no, he got him.
Why? Why did you do it?
There's a hole in your mind.
I love holes.
Oh my God. He's wired.
That can't be good. I mean, if they sealed off the section, it's fine, but no, never mind, not good.
I mean, having a massive decompression event might, you know, cause a little bit of thrust.
Yeah. And everything worked out.
This little breach of security isn't going to affect my Christmas bonus, is it?
You're all right.
He thought he's getting a bonus.
We live in a capitalist society, Garibaldi, so...
That aspirin.
I regret that Minbari was responsible for all this sadness.
Right.
You can't be
They're the
responsible
ambassador.
for the actions of every one of your race, Dylan.
I mean,
No.
no, but you represent
But there
them.
is something I can do. I recognized the markings on his face, and I was able to determine who and what he was.
Prick?
I just received this file from my government. A full record of his travels.
Actively helping after abstaining at the vote.
It's almost
In your
like
life,
people,
every
regardless of their
question
species, are
The whole
complicated.
world shapes itself. I have looked upon the face of a forlorn, and nothing is the same anymore.
I'm going to go launch myself out the escape bay now.
You wanted to see me, Commander?
But you, the viewers,
Start
will
might
not
like
see
to
what
join
I
me in
saw.
a toast. First reception.
Because this is the pilot episode.
Ambassador.
So fuck you.
To a fully operational Babylon 5.
To the future.
To you not feeding me to the Vorlons, you bitch.
I'm pleased that the Vorlons have dropped all charges against you.
Are
now
you?
that the real culprit has been found. With the death of Del Varner and of the assassin, you have no proof.
That's right.
Except your chin
Well,
prints all over
I
the
shall be on
weapon.
my way. One more thing. As I mentioned, the
It is a
assassin
pretty
belonged to
mighty
the
chin.
Minbari warrior
It's
class.
unreal,
During
man.
the
I can't
war,
stop staring
I
at
was
it.
in my world's warrior class. You've heard of it, haven't you? Machines too small for the human eye to see. You can even shield them, make them invisible to electronic detection.
Nanomachines, son.
Like the one you just swallowed, that drink. See? Look on the bright side, Ambassador. From now on, whenever you raise a toast to the good health of Babylon 5, I'll know you mean every word of it.
Fucking got him.
There we were, a fleet so large it nearly eclipsed the sun. Suddenly, we fell on them like a wave.
Again, I'm
falling
totally
upon a
seeing
shore.
how the writing of Commander Shepard has come about.
Beep, beep. Beep, beep? It must be Earth humor.
Think they'll ever find that transmitter you slipped your car?
No, because there isn't one.
There isn't. Wait.
Yeah, this show was absolutely fantastic, especially for the time, and you can kind of see roots of a lot of things that came later.
Ambassador Cox.
And we haven't even gotten to the meat of it yet. This is just the pilot.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. Suit's moving again. I mean, Volus. Volon. Volus. Mass Effect. Fuck me.
It happened during the war with your people. You wouldn't be holding anything out on me, would you, old friend?
No.
I would never tell you anything that was not in your best interest.
That's not an answer.
Wow. We'll talk about this again one of these days.
Wondering, why Babylon 5? If the prior 4 stations were lost,
Is this literally the fucking question that I asked?
why build another?
Okay.
Plain old human stubbornness, I guess. When something we value is destroyed, we rebuild it. If it's destroyed again, we rebuild it again.
A poet?
Someone who writes poems. A poem, a story in meter or rhyme.
Rhyme. Words that sound the same but
There
aren't.
once was a man from Nantucket.
Oh my god.
You've been talking to Garibaldi again, haven't you?
Yes. How did you know?
Oh, just a wild
Oh, that's a mystery.
Open all communications channels. This is Lieutenant Commander Laurel Takashima. Our docking bay stand ready to receive you. Babylon
What a
5
pilot,
is
man. I
open
can
for
see
business.
why it was picked up and taken from that, you know? That's phenomenal. Let the Vorlons sort him out. I fucking knew he was going to say that shit.
So
that's the pilot. So
that was the
okay,
pilot.
so a pilot episode typically is made to show to people who might take on the show, to buy it and say, yes, we want more of this.
Yeah.
And you know, things change from pilot to episode 1. It's, you know, they show it to a company and say, hey, here's the pilot, and they'll say, right, we'll buy that, we'll give you money, we'll produce this show, but you got to change this, and this. The fact that it took a year for that process to happen makes me wonder what happened in that year. Were they struggling to sell the show? Was it a matter of creative control? You said he wrote the entire show.
As far as
Was
I
it a
understand,
matter
it's a little bit of a combination of a lot of those things, because James wanted as much creative control as he could because he had a pretty clear plan. And also that the networks were not necessarily perfectly sold on the idea of a 5-year story arc, which did mean that the first season especially is... for a science fiction show, it is made with a shoestring budget. And in that sense, I'm kind of amazed that it even got made. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta make some compromises to get your vision done, and that is fucking amazing also.
Absolutely. I mean, considering that was, again, the pilot, so before they had funding from a larger company to take on the whole thing, that looked fantastic and felt good and was well... I mean, like, not to mention the pacing, the writing, that was all solid because that was pure vision, right? But it looked good. It felt real. It felt grounded in the world that it was presenting.
Yeah, there are going to be some changes when we get to the main show with you know, visuals, prosthetics and stuff, but generally most of the things stay the same, but there were some things that kind of changed majorly.
Right. Curious to see what they'll be.
Yeah, we'll get to it properly on episode 1. But right now, let us focus on what happened here. And what did you think about things like the world, the characters, and generally how the pilot went?
Yeah, no, it was really like I just really enjoyed the world. Again, I'm coming from a post Babylon 5, post Mass Effect world where my vision of Babylon 5 is sort of through this lens of I've seen this before as it's been, iterated on. And in that way, it was novel because it was I can see where a lot of this stuff that I already like was inspired from. It felt really solid and concrete. Like, I feel like I understand how the station works. I understand, and at an entry level, I understand what Babylon 5 is, how it operates, what the concerns are politically. I understand to a degree sort of where everyone's coming from, and I can already sort of not predict, but I can see where those conflicts are going to happen down the line, and that's interesting. There's enough hook there where I'm like, I want to see more of this world, which is, I mean, it's a pilot. It's done its job perfectly. It's set up a world I want to see more of. And
yeah, you still don't know what a Volan looks like.
I still don't know what a Volan looks like. And I'm curious about the Minbari War and what happened in that. Why did they surrender if they were about to win? What's the 24 hours missing? What's... There's questions there that are on the hook that I'm like, I want the answer to, obviously, but how that's going to come about and what those answers are going to mean in the grander scheme of things as well. Yeah, I think the characters are really interesting, and they're again, I don't know how much is going to change, but based on what we saw, they all have their archetype. They all have their, this character trait, their personality trait that defines them, and their race and their culture and what that means. I mean, they're their ambassador. That's their job, is to represent, and they've done that literally in the episode.
And I'm glad you caught up to exactly that they are they are all very different, and they are kind of embodying the idea of how we are supposed to see the species that they represent. Like, we got a shitload of that from, especially Londo and Jakar. We got a lot of that from them and their, relationship of their races with each other, and how both of them feel about where their own friggin' species is going. Especially with the Londo's, speech in the casino. That was...
scene was incredible.
Yeah, it was one of the fucking amazing examples of how great of an actor Peter Jurasik is. And also, by the way...
to deliver all of that so perfectly dressed like that,
And also while making this kind of a voice, too.
Yeah, I can't think of many people who could deliver such a impactful monologue while looking like that and make it not seem silly. Like, by the end of that speech, I wasn't thinking, fuck, it looks like a toilet brush. I'm thinking, damn, this dude's seen some shit and he's feeling some shit, and I'm feeling it for him as well. While I may not agree, I get it. I understand where he's coming from, and I can see why he feels the way he does. So cool.
And by the way, based on some of the films that I know that you have seen recently, did you recognize who Londo was?
No.
Because I guarantee you've at least seen him in one film, a sequel to which you have watched relatively recently.
Oh, no.
Because he was in Tron.
Fuck off, he was in Tron.
Yeah.
Who was he in Tron?
Yeah, he was the accounting program that was fought in the Circle Arena.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta rewatch Tron now. No shit, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. He looks and sounds slightly different.
Yeah. Are you sure? No, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's a friggin' amazing friggin' amazing actor. He does a really good job as Londo from the very beginning, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was really strong, and I'm excited to see him fall into that character more as the series goes on. And I'm excited to see everyone sort of find their place, like the universe find its place, every actor finding their place in their characters, and every character becoming more, once we understand them, the nuances, because there's room for nuance in a pilot episode, but we got to understand them at a base level first. So now that we have that, I'm interested to see how the political dealings and, galactic politics, the little bites and jabs that they were already taking at each other, how much deeper that can go.
Yeah.
So good. Such a good setup.
Yeah, because I obviously, because I come from a background where I've seen this show God knows how many times. I basically rewatch it every couple of years. I am not the best judge, of course, at this point, because I'm already pretty familiar with a lot of stuff, to kind of evaluate how well certain setups and things work. So
you know where it's going to go.
Yeah, so seeing you, for example, from one of the very early on encounters with Londo, like when you nailed, the whole, looking at past glories and stuff, even before we get to that speech, and you're already noticing those things about his character. It just shows me how, it was actually done well, and it's just not me remembering things because I already know what's coming further. Because you nailed what is going to come in the later speech just from the earlier clues about his character, and that was
and that's a strength of the writing and the characterization. Like they got him dialed right in from the start, where I could pick that character trait of his, that he was that proud ex-warrior class, kind of guy. It's very well done.
Now kind of just spending his time gambling and drinking, just reminiscing
Glory
of the
days
good
are
old
over,
days.
Yeah. Have I told you that story? Only 1,000,000 times. Like, that's all he's got now is stories to anyone who will hear them.
Yeah, and then at the end, when he comes out of the elevator, he's telling the same story again.
Right,
and,
yeah.
and he ends at the exact same spot as when Garibaldi tells him to stop in the previous scene. Then the waves are coming at it.
Yeah, that's very well done. I'm fully on board with it. With what's been set up, I'm fully on board, and I'm excited to see what changed in a year and how much will continue to change, I guess, in the universe. I mean, I'm looking at it from two perspectives. I'm looking at it from in-universe and taking in the story, but I'm also really the process of filmmaking and TV production is really interesting to me. I like noticing props. I like noticing the funny little characters in the background. I like noticing how effects are done. Like, that's all part of it for me. And I hope that's not taking anybody out that we're trying to get engrossed in this show. I'm like, fucking check out that table in the background. That's very futuristic looking.
I mean, if they are, getting annoyed at that, then this is probably not the right series for them, because we are going to shitpost and point out things. Because but as you can see, they're still paying attention to things, even when we're pointing out things or making shitty jokes about other stuff. We're still paying attention to all of the things. And, I have also made it a point to, sometimes you may have noticed, I just went very quiet for certain sequences, because that's when I don't want to interject too much, because there might be some interesting stuff going on, like talking about Battle of the Line, for example. It's perhaps not a moment where I'm going to start making jokes, because I noticed that somebody's got their eyes glued to the screen, and maybe there's, maybe it's not the correct point, but
very, very cool.
Yeah,
and
it is both paying attention and also trying to kind of make entertainment out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but shitpost while we while also engaging in something I care deeply about.
Exactly. It's us being content brained, as mentioned before. You know.
I mean, I'd be still making shitty jokes if we didn't have cameras going. So
no,
it's just.
It was just be a little bit quieter, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I hope that and as the show is going to evolve and improve, and the little things are going to get better and smoother, so will this process of me and Finn watching the show, talking. We're going to find a groove, we're going to find a flow. We've never done this together before. We've done one thing together, so we're going to also feel it out and get more comfy. And if you've enjoyed watching this with us, hopefully you'll enjoy watching the rest of the series with us, is the plan. We would like to get through the whole thing, share thoughts from someone who's seen it a million times, and share my first thoughts, as well as other things along the way.
Yeah. And I've got a couple of other things especially that I also want to focus on. One of which is, as we talked a little bit about Londo, he's, let's call him a counterpart because of the history, Jakar. He had a very different kind of a personality and attitude to things.
Oh, I can't stand him. I want to punch him in his chin. So he'd mentioned that it was a very, very brief story moment where they had said that they weren't slaves, but they were a young race. So there's this implication that they were oppressed in some way. I can't remember the full context of it. I'm sure I'll get reminded.
He said something like, they invaded us.
Yes.
We weren't slaves.
So perhaps an oppressed people once who got some power, some strength back, and are now almost overstepping with that power, or they're a bit like, fucking, we've had a taste of it. What else can we get? Which, an oppressed people suddenly becoming the oppressors. If only there was a 2026 parallel we could draw with these things.
If only.
It is a very strong characterization, and we're meant to view Jakar as a slimy little fucker. But also, there's that side of it where it's like, you can see how that would happen. You can see why that sort of thing would happen. And I want to learn more about what they're like. What do they do? Where else have they done this? Why is he so anti-Babylon 5 specifically?
I mean, maybe the relatively very beginning was one of the clues on why Jakar might not be the biggest fan of Babylon 5. Having their weapons transport scanned and forbidden from the area, and
right.
Maybe that could play a little part in that.
Yeah, being rendered or feeling rendered powerless again. Hit to the pride, which again, like you said, a counterpart to Londo, that same pride, but from a different place, a younger, angrier place.
Maybe it's kind of like one of pride of what was, and one of pride that has never been had.
Yeah, or desperately trying to have, with no real, I can already tell that the, I'm forgetting the name already, the
Minbari.
Minbari, thank you. I almost said Minari, and that's from something else. The Minbari, I can tell that they're going to annoy me. I can tell that they, as a race, are going to irritate me. Because they've got that, the ambassadors just got that little holier than thou, I'm not telling you anything. We're very secret, but not really. But we're very secret and very important. And I that attitude, I can tell, is going to piss me off. It already has.
Yeah,
also it leads into, like, we've had this conversation about, again, to bring up Mass Effect as a game series. Why, and I don't know if this is why, but there is a parallel between the Minbari and the Asari, as the name could probably do. The Asari are a race of aliens in Mass Effect that I particularly have enjoyed, and who Finn has expressed incredible distaste for. And now that those parallels have been drawn and I'm not liking the Minbari, some things are starting to make sense. You know? I'm starting to clue on why you've had such an issue, because, yeah, I don't fucking like him very much.
Yeah, because in here we pretty much got a confirmation that, they're not particularly being honest. There is, there is kind of this very similar way of saying things, but with the very express confirmation that they are yanking your fucking chain in one way or another. You don't know how or why, but you know they're doing it.
Give me a straight answer. Maybe I won't.
I'm not going to say anything to you that's, not in your best interest.
What does that mean, you fucker? It's infuriating, and I can tell they're going to infuriate me in the best way. Like, in the way that I'm like, just fucking give us the answer, please. Obviously, they can't, because it would make for a really boring narrative, but give us the fucking answer. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Then we also have the humans, like Lieutenant Commander Takashima.
Mm-hmm.
Friggin' amazing.
Love.
Absolutely wonderful.
Garibaldi is a very strong personality. He's got his vibe about him. Not quite comedy relief, but there's a bit of that chill kind of fucking vibe, the trustworthy sidekick. Takashima's got this strong, again, I can't help but draw parallels to other media, so I've seen that character before and I've loved it every time. I've always loved the strong independent woman. I don't know what else to call it, but she's got her ideals and she's sticking to them.
Yeah.
I play within the rules.
Yeah, and both of them also got a little bit of a backstory as well about how they ended up on the station and how their careers have gone up until that point. So
yeah, and whether or not they're in a position they necessarily want to be in, or they've just come to terms with the fact that that's where they're at now. What's done is done.
Yeah, because
make the best of it.
With Garibaldi, for example, we got the overhearing the senator who clearly made it very clear that basically nobody on Earth is confident that Garibaldi should be there.
Yeah, what was it, 5 times he's lost his job?
So making it, clear that it is Sinclair's decision to hire Garibaldi. So there is that connection between them, even though he might be the only one, and clearly the other crew members as well, might be the only ones who actually believe that he is the right person in the right place. And learning those kinds of little tidbits already, it is... God, I love it.
Yeah. Very well set up. And again, that setup of Takashima being... I play within the rules, I stay within the rules, but I will do my job within whatever boundary you give me. I'm still going to find a way to get what I need to get done. And that, as a character trait, is going to be interesting to see unfold as well.
Yeah, and then there are a lot of things that I don't know if I want to talk about or mention unless you mention them. And plenty of things that I don't know if I want to mention at all.
Fair.
And
Very
plenty of things that I kind of want to talk about just to gaslight you. And
the things that I'm specifically interested in, obviously, the obvious hooks of the 24 Hours Missing, that war, and the secrets of the fucking Minbari, which, again, I feel is going to be a regular plot thread that the Minbari are not telling us fucking everything, and we have to figure out or wait until they decide they want to. That's an obvious hook. I'm interested in that. I'm interested in Jakar and the Centauri, was it?
Yeah, Centauri and the Narn.
Narn, yeah. I'm interested in how that whole what we were just talking about before, how that's going to interplay. And again, humanity being the ones operating this neutral zone, and where humans are viewed by the other species, because we know how the Minbari feel about them. They've surrendered to them. You know, we know that there's something going on there. We know how the Narn feel about them. We know how the Centauri feel about them, but how does that interplay with the species at large and not just with the ambassadors specifically? Like, how is that going to impact everything? Why are they the ones running Babylon 5 besides the fact that they built it? Why do the other races give a shit? You know, is it just that they bested them in combat, or like, obviously the Volan, they posed a decent threat to Babylon 5 and humanity? Or should we not be more concerned about them as a common enemy, but they've got an ambassador? You know what I mean? It's
yeah, the Vorlon are a mystery.
Too much of a mystery.
Yeah, there are. We know basically nothing about them at this point.
Yeah, but now we've got an ambassador to talk to, so there's room for learning within whatever he's willing to give us.
Yeah, and since we have only heard one sentence from him, and that wasn't even in English, we don't really we don't really even know if that's going to happen anytime soon. So, you know, they left everything in the air about the Vorlons so far.
Yeah, wild card, absolute wild card, which is phenomenal. Again, another hook. Very interesting. There's a thing, again, I'm going to try not to do this as much as the series goes on, but again, we're fresh, we're in it. In Mass Effect, the humans are viewed, where the humans are the youngest race to have joined everybody. And they're viewed as young and short-lived. They've got the shortest lifespans, which is something I'm curious about in this universe, is what everyone's lifespan is like. What each race is, how long they live for as an individual. Humans' lifespans in the world of Mass Effect is shorter, and we're viewed as aggressive apes. You know, we show up and we bash things together and we break stuff, and we're too angry and short-lived to be viewed any other way by the other races. And I'm curious as to how that's going to play out in this world, and whether that's going to be a factor in any way. Anyway, waxing about it.
Yeah, and we also got some little background details about Earth as well, even though we never
Earth
went
Central.
there. Yeah, exactly. Earth Central, for example, we got some very, very brief kind of tidbits, just little teeny tiny terms and names and stuff of the kind of Earth governance systems in 2250, and we also learned how regulated telepaths are.
Which is a thing. Telepaths are a thing.
Yeah, telepaths are a thing, except for the Narn.
They don't get one.
Yeah, they didn't get one, even though trying to pay for one.
God, that whole scene was skin crawl, man. Skin crawl. Awful.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a good way to make sure that we know that Jakar is a slimy piece of shit.
Yeah. Side note, implants are a thing. I mean, gill implants, physical, biological implant, not just like a tech, cyberpunk, techno implant, but a physiological implant. Very interesting.
Yeah, and
Very
then
interesting.
what else? Yeah, you pointed it out as well, that even though it was mostly, background stuff, but still, even so, Earth cultures are still clearly diverse, both in not just in skin color, but clearly in culture as well, just based on the kinds of garbs people were wearing, because they were very, very varied, and some people were wearing things that this day of our Antichrist 2026 are religious garbs and stuff like that. And it's very clearly intentional to show exactly that humanity is still the kind of diverse and not a monoculture like it is in things like Star Trek. And by the way, I have to say one thing, because even though I have said two things about Star Trek which might not sound particularly flattering, I do still like Star Trek, just in a very different way than Babylon 5, and let's be honest, Babylon 5 is a little bit more deep than Star Trek of the time. So you might not like it, but that's my opinion.
I have never engaged with Star Trek sincerely beyond watching. You and I watched a few episodes of Star Trek. Was it
Enterprise?
Enterprise. We watched a few episodes of that, and I rather enjoyed it, but for the same reasons I'm enjoying this. It had a similar sort of vibe to it.
Yeah, because that too is of the Federation before it becomes the socialist utopia, where humans are still messy.
I like it. I like a bit of mess in my sci-fi, and I think that's why I've not rejected Star Trek, but I just, whenever I've tried to engage with Star Trek, I just fall off. I just lose interest. I stop caring.
Yeah,
and
I can understand
not its own fault.
Yeah, because even though I do enjoy myself some Star Trek as well, I completely understand why it is not for everyone, especially for people who are more into the kind of, let's bring up Mass Effect again, type sci-fi, which is, not perfect, it's messy, it is humans of humans with warts and all, and so on.
Even like original Star Wars trilogy, there's that kind of muck to everything, where everything's a bit messy. There is an established hierarchy into the world, but within that hierarchy is mess. And I think I appreciate that, because it feels real. Even in this neutral zone of, look, we're all coming together, humans and aliens, and everything's going to be peaceful and happy. They've still got a fucking casino. They've still got places that are falling apart and, dirt, grime.
And then we also got a little bit of information about why this is Babylon 5 and not some other number.
What happened to 4? What happened to 4?
Oh, it just disappeared. No, don't worry.
Yeah, as the space station does, just disappears without a trace. They know that 1, 2, and 3 got destroyed. They know that. They don't know what happened to 4. What happened to 4? Fuckers. Yeah, you're a fucking... You. What happened to 4? Very interesting. And what was interesting was that
wouldn't it be fucking funny if we never found out?
Oh my God, it would drive me mental. If we got to the end of the series and they never mentioned it again, I'd cry. I need to know what happened. But we can rule out, I was about to say, we can rule out Minbari involvement in the disappearance of Babylon 4 because the ambassador specifically asked, why 5? But she's also full of shit, so we don't know that wasn't just a ploy to be like, oh, what happened to Babylon 4? I've got no idea. Weird. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I can't trust anyone.
Yeah, then I think we've gone through a lot of the things that I feel safe talking about.
Yeah. Fair. Well, I'm in. I'm hooked.
So there is one thing that I do want to say, just to fuck with your brain a little bit, to make things even more confusing at one point. Once I find one thing that I was looking for, if I can find it, because I'm getting a little bit tired. It's 6 a.m. right now, so.
Oh, good lord!
I found one thing from the JMS Speaks before we started that I wanted to talk about at the end, but now I've completely forgotten what it was, and I'm trying to look for it again. Oh well. Oh no! Wait. Now I remember. But we'll get to it in the next episode, actually, because it's better. It fits better there.
Okay.
But yeah,
Cool.
there was one thing that I wanted to, as an ending thought, I want to remind you of one thing about the Volon ambassador.
Mm-hmm. His little nipple things?
So we were told, how they sent the specifications for the very, very exact and toxic atmosphere that he has to be in to
Sulfur.
survive. Because everywhere else he's going around in an environmental suit so he can survive, right?
Yeah.
So if he's in a sealed environmental suit, how did they poison him?
Oh! Yeah. I mean, they got in to do the medicine on him, but you're not doing that easily, are you?
And on that note, I think that is going to be enough for this episode. And
Finn.
We're going to be watching the next episode in probably around 2.5 weeks when we have the next
you're a
potential
bastard.
opportunity. Right?
Bastard. Yeah,
So,
something like that.
yeah, we're going to discuss that better. But anyway, everyone, thank
Through
you
the breathing
so much.
hole, through the nose.
Thank you, everyone, so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this as much as I did. And hopefully we'll be able to get through the whole series and enjoy it all. But until next time, I'm Fintrovert.
I'm the Monolith.
And together we are not
High five.
Schlockbusters.
We're Schlockheads, baby.
Cheers.